Hi, my name is Haley, and I am an art therapist at Inner Evolution. If you are not familiar with art therapy, it's one of the expressive arts, so it uses the creative process and different media to explore and process the human experience in a therapeutic setting. I'm going to be answering a few questions to give you an idea of who I am and how I work. So, first question: how do you conceptualize healing? To me, healing is accepting and loving yourself as you currently are, while also working toward being a better version of yourself. So, I imagine healing not to be a destination where we get to arrive, but more as something that we're actively doing in our life. And I think part of healing is setting down baggage that we have collected throughout life that maybe isn't ours to carry, or maybe it helped us to survive at some point, but no longer is serving us in a healthy way. So, second question: who or what lit the path that led you to therapy? So I actually learned what therapy was from watching the TV show Frasier when I was in middle school. Uh, Honestly, most of the jokes I think were over my head until I got older. But I really enjoyed the banter between the brothers and their family members and the way that they had dedicated their lives towards helping other people with their mental health while also struggling with their own very human issues. And then when I was in high school, my mom passed away very suddenly, and I had requested to speak to a therapist, to have someone outside my family to talk to. And that experience of having a stranger sit with me and look at my artwork and not judge me really changed my perspective on relationships. So when I found out that art therapy existed and combined the two things that I really enjoyed, psychology and art, I was immediately hooked. Okay, third question: how do you make clients feel welcome? I think I smile. I'm not sure if a client actually feels welcomed, but I feel a sense of gratitude that clients show up and decide to meet with me. So I try to convey a sense of warmth and appreciation, which I know can be challenging through telehealth, but not impossible. Okay, fourth question: how do you show allyship? Ooh. So, to me, allyship is using whatever you have. So, your money, your time, your skill set, your energy, your brains, whatever it is that you have, to stand up and show up for anyone who's being treated unfairly, regardless of what consequences it would mean to you. So, it's meant a lot to me to be able to make artwork and auction it off and then donate the money to different organizations. I think to be an ally, you have to be paying attention to how others are being treated and listening to their experiences and sharing their stories and sharing their voices, and then finding ways to keep challenging and changing these systems that are in place that are continuously oppressing people. So, whether that means boycotting, protesting, calling your reps, donating your money, donating your time, spreading the word, taking some sort of action so that you're not just a passive bystander. Because our outrage is pretty much useless if we're not taking action. People think that what they do doesn't matter because they're one person, but if each person does something, however small, it ends up creating a change. I do believe that. So, last question. How do you incorporate self care into your routine? So, I have learned that my days are easier regardless of what's happening in the environment if I am gentle with myself. So, self care to me can be a kind word or a small gesture or doing kind things to help my future self have an easier day. So, those are probably daily things. When I have more time for self care, it's listening to music, it's making art, it's writing letters, reading books, reading poetry, watching favorite movies, talking to friends, talking to family, and probably drinking a warm cup of tea. I don't even care what kind of tea, just something warm. So, if you are interested in any of the offerings or providers at Inner Evolution, or if you have any questions, please check out our website, which is innerevolution.com, and we hope to talk to you soon.